Today I'll be reviewing the Medical Guardian MG Mini. This is another one in our series of reviewing medical alert devices. Because you don't buy medical alert devices all that often, it's typically in a very stressful situation. We wanted to do the research for you so you could feel comfortable in your decision. Because at the end of the day, this device needs to work that one time it needs to work. And I'm Chris with Consumer Affairs. We exist to help customers when they need it most by matching them with brands they can trust. So today, I'll walk you through the price, the look, the feel, the shape, and the wear of the product, what the activation process is like. I'll do some test cases with the product itself, give you my overall thoughts, and then eventually a letter grade so you can compare this device to other medical alert systems. So that first test, I'm pretty sure I just talked to an AI. So my grades on the device. So first, let's go over the price. The base price for this is $43.95 a month for the service. I had to pay $12.50 for shipping, but there was no activation fee. Now, you could get a cheaper monthly equivalent if you buy it for the whole year, but I bought all of these month to month so I could get apples to apples comparison across every brand. Fall detection for Medical Guardian is an extra $10 a month, which would bring the total to $53.95 per month. They have a bunch of small add-ons you can get each month, like a lockbox or an app. The all-in one-year cost for this particular device is $539.90 for the base payment. If I had opted for fall detection, it would have been $659. They told me that this device was free for the summer value. That was $149 according to them. I bought them at both Walmart and at Best Buy, and including tax, it was like $88. So that's a sense of what the device actually costs. Now, that is basically the average price for a medical alert device system, according to my research. On the cheaper side of things, you can get a mobile help system or a Lively 2 for about $400 to $420, all in for the first year. On the more expensive side, there's LifeStation, Life Alert, and Life Protect 24/7. Those will cost you upwards of $600 to $700 all in over the course of a year. So now I'll look at the product itself. Like most of these products, there are 4 key pieces. There's a charging base, the pendant, a lanyard, and a belt clip. In this instance, the charging base comes with an old school USB-A charger, which I find fascinating. I honestly didn't really know they made these anymore. This is the shortest cord that I've tested of any device so far. So I'm probably gonna need to go grab an extension cord in order to reach my testing table here for the first time. I came with an extra lanyard, and this one is an old school plastic connector, but it is adjustable. And so if for whatever reason the other lanyard doesn't fit your desired length, you could use this one. You can see I can put it around my neck without any issue. If I put it in my shirt, just like this, there's no way that you could see this. Now, device makers suggest wearing it on the outside. That way you have easier access to it, and I think this works a little bit better if you get fall protection. Here's a look at the pendant. It is rose gold. It was the first time I was given the option to buy rose gold, and I 100% went with it right away. And so these devices are all made basically the same. There's a speaker on the top, a microphone on the bottom, and a button you press when you need service. I'm going to weigh this device really quick just to see how it stacks up to the other ones. This does say it's the lightest. So 1.3 ounces. That is in fact the lightest. Now, what is unique to this product that I have not seen anywhere else is this charging base. This is an old school USB-A or B charger. It's not one of the new USB-Cs. So you're probably not going to have additional cables lying around. And it also plugs into a very old school USB adapter. So at least this part of it, you'll have these available in your house, probably for other devices, but you won't have this connector. All right, one extension cord later and we're good to go. On the back of the device, you'll see the contact ports. Those line up with the charger, so that's how you know how to put it in. And these devices are really audio based, so expect it to start talking to you as soon as you plug it in.
Charging.
See, it's charging. To give you a sense of size, these are about 2 Apple Watch faces big, although this one is smaller than some of the other ones I've been testing recently. So if we compare it to another device, this device is from LifeStation. You can see that this one is significantly smaller. This is actually the smallest, lightest one that I've tested. This has a test on the side where you can press this button to test it. I'll give that a shot.
Cellular signal good. Battery level good.
Cool. Cellular signal good, battery level good. I'll take that. And let's see if I can undo this bit again. Okay, so here we go. I figured it out. It slides in the back. Has a sense of thickness, right? It's about an Apple Watch face and a half thick. So let's give this a test to see how it works.
Initiating help. Press and hold the help button to cancel.
I don't think my canceling works so hot.
Connecting. Call in progress.
No, I do not. This is just a test.
To confirm, you said you are just testing your device?
Yes.
Your device has tested successfully and is working properly. If you ever need help, just press your button. Thank you for choosing Medical Guardian. Goodbye. Call completed.
Okay, so that first test, I'm pretty sure I just talked to an AI and it was filtering to make sure that if it was a test or not. So I'm going to give him a call back and actually talk to a person this time. See how long that takes.
Initiating help. Press and hold the help button to cancel. Connecting. Call in progress. Hello, Christopher. This is Medical Guardian. Do you need help?
Yes.
Connecting you to a care specialist to get help.
Maisha, Medical Guardian on a recorded line. Christopher, do you need help?
Nope, this is just a test.
Alright, so everything's okay?
Everything's fine.
And this is Christopher I'm speaking with?
Correct.
Got it. If everything's okay, I'll just grab the alarm. I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you very much. You too.
You, bye-bye.
Bye.
Call completed.
Okay, so Medical Guardian will have you get in touch with an AI first to screen you and then send you over to an agent. It's more just like a delay than a true gate. But when you're going through something awful where this actually needs to be pressed, you don't want to be talking to an AI. You want to be talking to a person. So that is a slight ding, although it worked just fine. Okay, so a quick wrap on my thoughts about the MG Mini from Medical Guardian. I really like this device. It's got a nice feel. They give you 2 lanyard options, which is big. And so if you don't like where this lies on your chest, you can always move it up using this one. Not a huge fan of this charging device. It uses an old school USB-B or A, and these are not very common anymore. You really had to jam the other side of that into the charger to get it to work, and I didn't push it in hard enough the first time and it just wasn't charging. It does have an LED light here to indicate that it was in theory charging, but it just wasn't getting enough power to charge. The belt clip worked fine. Connecting it to the device is always a little bit tricky since it goes in as a clip, and I prefer to just wear it around my neck than around my belt. So my grades on the device. Starting off with costs, this is a solid B+. It's not the most expensive product on the market. It's also not the cheapest. It's basically the average cost at $539 a year. The activation process was fine. I'm gonna give it an A-. The only problem was it didn't take a charge right away because I wasn't jamming the power into the adapter hard enough. The Medical Guardian sales process was fine. I didn't feel pressured on the sale at all. It's a solid B+. I do wish that they had an option to buy it online that would make it a little bit easier and would save you 25 to 50 minutes of talking to a rep. And the product itself is also, I would say, a solid B+. They have you go through an AI first, which isn't great. There isn't any haptic feedback to this. It's all audio and visual, which I prefer to have a little bit of buzzing too. And the device charger is a USB-A instead of C. And while they have 2 lanyards, this lanyard connects with plastic, while this one has my preferred magnet. So it's just a little bit off in each one of the categories without being really bad in anything. And when you get a B+ across the board, you end up with a B+ overall. So a very solid device, no issues there. It has very good reviews online, meaning that I think you can trust the service to answer the phone when you needed to answer it. And so I wouldn't have any qualms about recommending this to you if you were interested in it. And the best part of all though is that it's rose gold, and that's my favorite color. You can learn more about the Medical Guardian MG Mini on ConsumerAffairs.com, where you can read real reviews from real users. Because at Consumer Affairs, we make big purchases no big deal.